Today is the day you uncover the jewel within your resistance, within what you fear, within what repels your highest ambition. Today is the day you return to the now, to the discomforts that arise and disappear, to come into contact with what is in the present moment, to come into contact with past beliefs and expectations that return fervently, understanding that the past is here in this moment, reminding you of your divine duty to discern between what is authentic or not, to decide between what you will hold on to and what you will let go, to decide what is worthy of your attention and what no longer is. As the past re-emerges in your life through memories, sensations, or experiences, it is your task to discern what is worthy to keep and what is unworthy and to return. For those trapped in discomfort have not revealed the jewel within it. For in discomfort is a jewel, is something to be unraveled. And maybe the past is speaking to you now for that very reason, to remind you of something, to stir something within you, within stagnant waters, within waters that have become bogged, blocked, and still, where the life force of your creativity and your spirit has become solid, still, no place to go, within and without. And maybe what you're feeling discomfort in this moment is trying to communicate is to remind you of something in your past that maybe no longer needs or is necessary or is authentic to you now. Maybe where you are now is not who you were in the past. And maybe you haven't realized that. Maybe it's time to step into that reality, to that truth, to that distinction of who you are now, and to let go of who you once were. Maybe you haven't fully appreciated the changes, the difference in yourself, in your life. Maybe still in the background, unconsciously bubbling away are beliefs or expectations that once served you in the past. And maybe these beliefs or expectations helped you to survive or to thrive, or produced material wealth or relationships or sensations within that were positive, wholesome. But now, in this moment, maybe you are, through discomfort, being reminded of the jewel of transformation within a new life that presents you and calls to you. A new spirit, a new day, a new chapter. And it is up to you to discern this, to discern whether you're ready to go to dance with this new day, with this new essence within that wants to be expressed without. Though a sacrifice, an offering to this part of you, this authentic part of you, is necessary to process and proceed through the doorway of this day, of this opportunity, through the discomfort, through the unexpected discomfort. Though things and transformation and progression often occur in unexpected ways, and what we resist and what we maybe view upon as unworthy or unnecessary or unlikely are certain moments, the very things that possess and hold that jewel that enables you to move through into the new into a new day, into a new expression, a new life lived. Maybe, well, not everything requires a material solution. It could be you have done everything materially that you can do, and you've done well, and you have exceeded. Though the last thing is immaterial, and the last gesture is immaterial, and the last sacrifice is within, in the form of beliefs or expectations once held, because you can't have it all. You have to make an offering to this new life that you have been over the years steadily creating. And it's got to a point where material action can get you so far to where you have to offer something immaterial, something within, something you've been holding on to unconsciously in the background as a plan B, just in case. But life doesn't happen that way. If you want to start a fire, you can't have the fire and the water. You can't throw them both on and be like, well, if it gets too crazy, then I'll chuck the water on as well at the same time. Because, well, no, if you want to start a fire, you need to trust in the fire, trust in the flames. If you're striking a match and throwing a water at the same time, the initiation for creation is muted with the expression of rejection. And so that very much applies to you. Maybe externally you're trying to strike that match and create a fire, but internally, unconsciously, you're throwing in water through fears, letting go of expectations or beliefs in the past that once yielded beautiful relationships or material wealth or circumstances or whatever. And that's where the offering comes. The offering to this new essence, this new opportunity that calls you through a new direction. Knowing that you can do it, and you have been making that change steadily, but that now it is simply an act of surrendering and sinking into that through the vehicle of trust. Trust that you can strike that match and watch creation burst out into your life. To be willing to accept new life is to be empty. To be empty is to be vulnerable. But that is the only way creation can come in to your life. If you have accepted and dispensed with unnecessary or inauthentic beliefs or expectations. So in this moment, I encourage you to dig into those discomforts, not dispense with them as unnecessary or unworthy of material action. I understand that it is in unison with material and spiritual action that we progress, that we express, and we transform ourselves. And to start to question those discomforts through intimacy, through leaning into, through surrendering to, lending an ear to, being curious about, because they are inquiries. They are inquiries down unexpected routes that often provide unlikely rewards. So on top of your sterling material work, your external work that you have been doing to facilitate change, to facilitate necessary momentum towards an authentic direction, it is incumbent on you also to remember the inner work in partnership with the outer. And when discomforts arise, you remember the jewel hidden within it that is calling to you. not to view it as unworthy or as a waste of time, but to view it as a vehicle for external expression, a stirring of wisdom wanting to come out or wanting to be heard. Ultimately, your wisdom wanting to be heard. So to deny discomforts that arrive at your door is to deny yourself, your wisdom, your wealth, in effect. Because you possess the path and the key. They are your identity. So heed to it when it comes, when it beckons, even though it may be uncomfortable, even though maybe it requires pulling back from material action from time to time, to slow down, to listen, to connect to your wisdom, to reclaim your wisdom amid the noise. And in that, routinely reclaim your jewels that come up. That is my reminder to you, to remember your jewels, the treasure within those moments, and to form a relationship with these moments long term, not to achieve external or material success, to move away from this dynamic, but to see the connection between them both, between moments internally that are sticking, where there's tension or discomfort, and how that directly correlates to your external expression, and how, if avoided, creates a karmic continuum. But if you are able to dive into that tension within, to crack open it through curiosity and introspection, to give rise to its jewel, you can then transcend beyond where you once were and where your inner wisdom wishes to go, to be expressed, to hear and to act, to hear and to act, to come in and to go out. This is my message to you now. Until next time, bye.